Hello guys, it's Mr. TCG here, back again with another video. Today I'm showcasing a deck I used during the weekend. I went to 2 different tournaments with it, did pretty well, did 4th place locals, X11 record. It was quite a few rounds, and I did top 4 at a case tournament for Mega Pack Tins. It was a 2 cases split between top 4. First place got got 1 full case, so it was pretty good. I managed to get top 4 on that. Unfortunately, did not win, but it's okay. The deck performed really well. I think it's a really good pick for this upcoming meta. It can struggle a bit against tier elements probably because they can shuffle, because it's the shufflers, those shufflers are too good. But we gotta deal with that, and I think the engine by itself handles lots of stuff by itself. So I think it's pretty good. Now, without further ado, I'm going to be bringing you deck profile. To start off with the Chimera engine, we got the 3 Sword Knight, 2 Caudal, 2 Berfomets, the 3 Gazelles, and I ran 1 Albaz. This is it for the monsters. This was pretty consistent throughout the whole weekend. I was thinking about cutting this at 1, but I think playing 2 is correct. You just don't want to break on many of these because you want to get your engine going along with your Runick engine. And if you open multiples, it can get a bit cloggy, right? So yeah, that's it for the monsters. As for the fusion spells, we got 3 Chimera Fusion and 3 Branded Fusion. Branded engine was really good during the weekend. Just because you can get the Albaz, you can do, if you don't open like Chimera engine, and you can do Branded Fusion, send the Albaz and the Gazelle. This summons Ringbrum straight from deck, so you got an interrupt, a really good interrupt in Ringbrum, and you also get your Chimera engine this way, because you get your Mirror Sword Knight, and your Mirror Sword Knight is normal summon, it gets your Pink Weight Merfolk, and that gets you your Chimera Fusion, plus another Gazelle, so that's fusion materials. We only run 1 Albaz, yes, but this is really good fodder to discard and to just draw cards with the Magnum Reliever. So it was pretty good during the whole weekend. I have no complaints on this engine. Now for the Runick engine, we have the 2 fountains. It's at 2, so we cannot do much about it. And the 3 tips. Really good engine overall. Wouldn't change, what tip does. I've been showcasing on the channel for quite a bit now. They got synergy just because you can send stuff to the graveyard. It doesn't hurt as much. It doesn't have as much synergy as other Runick variants, but you having the Hugin to tribute summon the Big Wing Berfomет and getting 2 cards, that's pretty good in my opinion. Now we got the normal Runick engine spells with 3 of everything, and these spells are good. You know what they do. They just give you consistency and draw power and draw engine, so wouldn't change this bit at all. I think the number was pretty good. As for last spells, I got 1 Called by the Grave and the 3 Triple Tactic Talents. This card was really good. It sucks to draw in multiples first or second turn because it clogs up your hand, but it happens. It can seal monsters, which you can later use to fusion summon. It can draw cards to your opponent's hand, so you know what it does. The main deck performed really good. I rarely bricked, and when I did, it was because I drew multiple of these, which can suck because you cannot do much about it really. As for the side deck, I'm gonna do the side deck real quick. Just back row removal, doing Cosmic Cyclones and Harpy Feather Duster. I always run this ratio unless I'm really hurt by back row, but I have Runick Destruction to help me with that, so that's pretty good. Got the 3 Evenleys, which I use quite a bit. I think it was clutch. 3 Nibs, 4 hand traps. I run 9 hand traps just because I wanted coverage when going second against most decks, and even when going first, you can put these in and draw them, take the tactics out. And yeah, I think this side deck is pretty figured out. This can be changed for draws, but I don't own draws at the moment. He still did his job. Big Rock incoming, it's end board for Salad, Mathmech, and many combo decks right now. So yeah, it's a side deck. And for the extra deck, which is, the bread and butter because it's the monsters you summon the most, we got the 2 Yugen and the 2 Gary. I went with 2 Gary this time just because I wanted more fusion summoning. It's just a good card to recur. It can protect yourself during the battle phase, during opponent's turn. It's kind of pesty, kind of hard to get rid of from the floor, but honestly, you can change it for a rank 4. But I did not run any ranks. Sleipnir, many people are cutting on this, and this was actually MVP in some matches. It won me a game in top 8 in time, just because I could during battle phase I can spam Crystal. I enter battle phase. He had the Link 1. I just did flashing fire on the other big dude, summoned this afterwards, and I hit the Link 1, which has 0 attack for 15. He couldn't burn me for any more damage. He also puts a token so that I can defend myself, so it was pretty good. I think I would keep running it. Now this is for the branded engine. You usually use only these 3. This one you rarely summon, but you can summon if you open like Owlbass and you have Chimera Fusion. It was pretty versatile. It was pretty good. I would definitely keep playing this over the Patchwork engine, since I feel it gives me a bit more consistency, and it's a smaller engine, so that you can run more Chimera engine and Runick engine too. We got the Chimera fusions, which are pretty good. It's part of the deck. We got 2 Guardian Chimera. You always use the 2, plus you're a deck that likes to draw a lot of cards, and so you're always doing Chimera for drawing 2, and even popping 2 cards is good. So draw 1, pop 2, non-targeting is really good. And he's 33. The Patchwork engine gives him a boost by making him untargetable, but it didn't really come up because you usually just use him to fuse again. Now as for the last cards, we have Magnum the Reliever and Mud Dragon of the Swamp. I ran Mud Dragon even without running the Super Poly, just because he's pretty easy to summon in this deck, and he was pretty clutch against the Banquet Soul player, because I called Fire and he couldn't just do during the standby. He just couldn't do the Raisin, bounce the Raisin back to hand, because all the big Banquet Soul monsters, they have to target a monster, and he prevents targeting on the attribute that he is at the moment. So that was pretty good. I would definitely try to make space for a rank 4, probably Bagushka or Dweller. And if you run Super Poly, you can play with the ratios, but I think this is a pretty good deck. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets a bit more of use during the next events. I will definitely be on the lookout to see if I'm gonna keep playing this. It's pretty fun to play. It's pretty strong. It's gonna get you some wins, and it doesn't rely too much on either of engines, so it just synergizes well with both. It sucks to draw multiples of the Chimera engine, because it's a cloggy hand. It can clog up your hand, but other than that, I think it has really good matchup against most of the field, and I'm really looking forward to seeing more of this deck. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you liked the video. If you have any suggestions, I'm open to suggestions. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys later.